this is the first demonstration on the neck and shoulder. Probably those on the back, maybe come around here. You can either sit here or come so you can see, yes? So probably, yes, maybe Antoinette would be the last person or Vicky would be the last person. The rest you could see a lot easier. Good. So neck and shoulder, okay. First, it's going to be the first more brief demonstration, yeah? So you will have, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 demonstrations in the neck and shoulder. So it might be that you will start with the neck and shoulder, or you may start with the back. I will teach you now it, and then after that we'll see how we puzzle it together. So what is the first technique that you will do? Hold. So if you do the hold on the back, do you need also to do the hold in the neck and shoulder? Maybe, yeah. So some people, you may decide yes or not. There are no fast rules. If you decide to, it's quite simpler. It's similar, yeah. So it's just the position will be different. So you can put your hands there. Or you can do it here and there. Is one is better than the other? Depends on the person and depend on yourself. Yeah. The more that you think about it, it's the quality, not where you put your hands, that is important. Yeah. You can do it even here, coming to here. How much pressure do you need to put? If we decide on a handshake to be kind of, is it more than a handshake, less than a handshake? A bit less, yeah. You can do it here. It's kind of sometimes scary to allow ourselves not to do anything. I think that's the scariest part in hold. Yeah? To stay there. Okay. Then, when you're ready, you bring the towel down. And you put some oil. You could start. Yeah. Well, the thing is that, you can put the towels, as Sally showed you, all the way down. But then you can do the whole back. Why don't we start with that, okay? So you do like the effleurage with the whole back, yeah? And then after quite quickly, you may decide to do that. Why do you think you may decide to put the towel halfway there?
Because you're working on that half.
Yeah.
And they might get cold as well.
Yeah, they might get cold, yeah? So you need to preserve the body temperature as much as possible. So let's, for the sake, to leave these just as it is, okay? And we just work on the upper back, neck and shoulder. So the first, after the hold, what comes then? Effleurage. Do you think that always you would have effleurage?
I think you should skim the surface, yeah.
Yeah, because there is no sequence, but it kind of makes it logic, isn't it? Because you kind of introduce it. Maybe now you can come to this side, yeah? Okay, so effleurage, and I think this one, me and Sally doing it different, so there is no right and wrong. It's just some students find the position easy this way or another way, and we don't want you to be confused. And I think that Simon would do something different as well. So you have an opportunity to see differences rather than right and wrong, okay? So the first effleurage would be side to side. I think, have you done it with Sally before?
Not that one.
Not this one, okay. So what is the idea here? The idea here is that movement coming from your body is superior to movement coming from your hands, because you get tired quickly. I can do it, but also it gives a different feel to that. And I want you, when you do that, see, quiz the person that you give the massage to say, how is that? And then how is that? Does it any difference in the feel that they have? Yeah. How do you, what would be the difference in the feel for you?
This one is more smooth.
More smooth, okay? Because I involved a bigger weight. It feels more smooth, yeah? And that. So you can do it one side. So how it works, I put my hand there, I just move this knee. You see what happened to my hand? Yeah? Again. Yeah? So it's not much happened with my hand, my arm. It's more the knee. When I'm here, I'm bringing it back. So it's actually two. Away and then back. And if you do it together, it just happened, yeah, side to side. Variation, you can continue with the skull. Because we do teach you areas, but you can, the body is a whole, yeah? You can continue with the yeah? Breathing, head, you could bring air into it. Yeah? And air, I means when you're down here, it's quite hard to bring air to the movement. So this is the first one. The second one is diamond. You've done some, diamond effleurage. So diamond effleurage. Should we do it together? Where we go? Okay. So put your hands in front. Yeah. And make your legs to be feeling quite comfy. Yeah? So you're going down with your hands, then you bring them up, then you put fingers to fingers. Now the movement goes with your knees. And I would like you to watch first. Again, my knee bend, and because of that, the arms go to the side. Yeah, so again, from here, it's not that, it's that, and then you change, and then the knee bring you up, and then you lean a little bit backward. So the first bit is down, up, it's easy. Yeah? Finger to fingers, knees taking your hands out, rotate, knees bringing you up, and then you go all the way up. So again, more weight rather than just the arm. You can do it. Yeah, I can do it differently. You see how I do it now? So the different style. I feel my back right away. It's not hurtful, but it's stretching and it will be painful. Yeah. So diamond effleurage. Yeah. I think the way the Sally does that, and it doesn't make sense, is to to do it with one leg backward and one leg forward. Yeah. So and it feels great. It feels good to do that. There is variation, and you find out what works for you. So now moving to petrissage. Yeah. So we did effleurage. You can do those two, and again there is no. We just give you two options. There is no wrong of doing it your way as long as you really keep the effectiveness of it. So what's the effectiveness of effleurage? Is to the gliding, is the quality of touch, so you keep a nice quality of touch, your body posture, right? What else would be quality for you?
Speed.
The speed, so you do it in a nice slow speed. So even really slow to start with. So, and your body awareness. So if you start doing this kind of effleurage, I would say maybe not. Or that, because I feel, okay, well, your body's not. But if you do that kind of effleurage, I don't know how you call it, but it seems to be reasonably working well with quality. So you don't need to limit yourself really to, Okay, petrissage, Petrissage, before starting, I'll just show you the position that you can stand that would be from this position, you can then take it further into what your hand's doing. Because as you could slowly guess, your body position is quite important. Yeah? So first one, I will call it the opposite shoulder position. So I'm standing and I'm using my hand on the opposite shoulder. Now, what you see first, that I use, do you see the face cradle and the table? I would use a lot the space in between to come further, closer. Yeah? Because if I would do the same technique further away, do you see right away what happened? Mm-hmm. It's harder. It's like the difference between lifting a box that way and close, which is easier because the lever, the distance between you, and what you find out when you see Sally and Simon working is that they usually come closer to the client, but still keep the space. So if the client would turn and would look at me, he would be quite shocked. Like, I'm above it. Yeah? Do you see that? Yeah? But I keep the space. I really feel everything that I'm not touching. So this is the first position. The second position is the near the head, above position, and you can do a lot of things in here. And the third position is same side position. Yeah? So let's start with one. Same opposite side position. So you come in here and you can do reinforced finger petrissage. So have you done it before with Sally? Not yet, okay. So you've done probably more like the knuckles I've seen, yeah? Mm-hmm. So, okay, fingers. So tell me, which one do you think is better? Is that one better? Or this one is better? Why? I'm more supporting my wrist based on the client, yeah? So it's easier. Now I'll show you two, quite hard. Tell me which one do you think is better? This one? Or this one? Why? I'm moving it. Okay. It's easier to see it on other people, isn't it? Because we can't see ourselves. So, okay. Then you take it to the neck. So what I'm doing is just slowly positioning myself differently. This is the shoulder. That's the neck. Yeah. Continue with the neck. You can start doing more with actually kind of just the fingers. And not all the fingers. Do you see? It really depends on how long the finger is. Sorry, how long the neck is. So, now, do you think it would be nice for me to push down? No. Okay, so I push. Well, I can't lift it. We're not like cats who can lift the, yeah, but you try as much as possible to lift it, yeah?
Do you work just with your fingers at the moment, or you
the weight? Not much weight needed. So you see that the movement of my body kind of slow, well, limited. Yeah. If I would do the back, okay. Now, to put the same energy into the neck would be good, yeah? Neck is quite vulnerable, yeah? So, finger, you can do just one hand. Yeah? You can do finger reinforced, coming to the neck. You can come here and do a bit of squeezing, maybe one hand. So it's that movement.
Isn't that a lot of work on the thumbs, or you can just
there is,
yeah.
and that's why we want to limit it. So
yeah.
we'll definitely, yeah. That's a good cautious, good cautious to really limit the thumbs work as much as possible. Okay, and then I want you to still palpate the shoulder. So feel the medial side, the closer to the spine, the outside, yeah? And whatever you feel, just massage them. We don't know much about muscles then, but just with the fingers, yeah? Good, so this is the first one, yes? Opposite side. Second one is coming from above. In here, you can work nicely with just pushing the... So you need to find a good position to start with, and the position is quite launchy, yeah? So I try to limit my back involvement as much as possible, so the hip kind of drop, and then you actually don't move much with your hands. You're more stretching the shoulders down, yeah? And you can do it one hand at a time. So you're alternating. Force come here, then here, and here. Okay, you can do it this way, you can do it with the knee down. Yeah, and I want you to feel, oh, that's it. The muscles that I want to massage, to petrissage, that's the trapezius muscle. Do you see that? Yeah. If I come from this position, I can squeeze it down. If I come from there, I'm done. It's harder to push down. It's easier to push this way. To make it shorter, the third one is pretty much the same, but from the opposite, from the same side. So you can do reinforced fingers. You can do a nice stretch. So again, hold and try to hook into the shoulder and then stretch it down. Stretching, you need your legs to be in quite in a different position, yeah? I think it's enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
To start with, yeah?
That
Anything?
was just Patrick type stuff on the neck.
This one?
Yeah, that
We've done.
done that.
Oh yes, and maybe one more thing on the neck. And that's, again, it's not a technique. It's more an awareness of an area. That's the attachment of the muscles into the scalp. Yeah? Why? Because it's very sensitive area where neck pain and stiffness may bring headache. Yeah? And I want you to massage these 2 points, and if you feel that the client is really nice, you can continue with a little bit of massage on the scalp. We'll do it in another weekend, okay? And then, once in doubt, effleurage. So when you're not sure what to do, you're stuck like, I can't remember, give it a nice effleurage, kind of bring it back, all these fantastic things you can do, the feathering, playful, yeah? If you get stressed, it's one of the professions that if you get stressed, it's not doing any good. So you better just relax and just, be playful and make it part of your journey, and finish with a hold. Yeah, nice hold. If you want to, before the hold, if you want to finish with kind of reconnect it into the back, make them feel like long again, and then questions, anything? Okay, thank you. Should we take a break now?